Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are back on another Dose of Dion 2.0 show episode. I think this may be episode number 4. We've actually been doing pretty well with this. It looks like I'm a little glitchy right now, so hopefully that calms down. But I think this is actually episode 4 of the 2.0 show. So the thing has been doing pretty well. We've missed a few episodes here and there for sure, but you know what I mean. It happens sometimes. Life happens. But we've been doing them pretty good. Okay. So hey, looks like a couple people are already in the chat. Excited to see you guys here. Grayson's in the building. Tech Story Plus is in the building. How you guys doing? Gage is in the building. Hey, we're rolling early. And, I'm thinking this episode's probably going to go somewhere maybe like 9 o'clock, depending on how long the questions are. We don't have a lot of things to talk about today. I guess we could talk about a few things. But really, I want to get another episode out to you guys. And just kind of go over another Dose of Dion 2.0 show, maybe kind of like check in with you guys because it has been a few days since we've done one of these shows. So if you guys have any questions, I always like to answer those. Bill's in the building as well. Hey, Bill, for the game, were you able to make it to the game? We got Captain Goodness in the game as well. Hey, how you doing? All right, man. So the title is basically what we're going to be talking about. That's the main topic of this video. Who this Mahomes running backs Detroit signed? Bro, your stuff lagging. My stuff is lagging right now. I think it is. I think it's getting clearer. Hopefully it gets clear. It looks like I'm lagging a little bit. You guys just let me know if it continues to lag. I'll have to adjust some things. So just let me know if it continues to lag, but hopefully everything becomes a lot better. Let's give it a little bit. But yeah, so basically the thumbnail of this video is, will Teez Tabor make the team? And I think right now that's definitely one of the biggest questions. Teez Tabor make the team? We have a lot of guys that we're really trying to figure out who will make the team, especially with some guys coming back today to practice. We know there are still a lot of guys out. I believe it is 8 starters that are still out from the Detroit Lions, which is super unfortunate. Guys like Deshaun Hand is out. We have guys like, who's the other guy we have out? I can't think of the other guy's name. I can't think of the other guy. Austin Bryant. That guy is out as well. So fortunately, we do have a lot of good players out, but we did get a few players back. And that's something that we're really keeping an eye on, whether or not these guys will make the team, because a lot of these guys are, you could say, bubble players. Bill says, yeah, the game was great. Thanks a million. Hey, man, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay. I know they weren't the best seats, but that's what I could do at the point. So I'm glad you enjoyed the game. I don't want him to, but I think Matt Patricia will keep him. I like Thompson, the running back. Okay. That's a good one as well. Thompson is definitely a question mark. And there's a lot of guys like this that are on the team. I don't know if you guys watched my video earlier, but basically in that video, I said that I think Mark Thompson's in that position where he's a good running back, but the spot that he's in against the same players, the players that he's going against, that position, how full it is with good running backs, he's just in not a good position to necessarily make the team. If he was that good at the cornerback spot, then he'd be a cornerback, So it's kind of hard there. Says, how many cornerbacks do you think will make the team? I think it'll be 6. I believe last season they also kept 6 cornerbacks. I believe it will be 6 cornerbacks and like 4 safeties, and that makes 10 secondary players and all. So I'm assuming that will happen. Then we have Ty Johnson. Okay, now Ty Johnson, he's going to make the team. Grayson, I'm pretty sure Ty Johnson's 100% solidified his way onto the team. I'm not worried about Ty at all. Honestly, I think Ty could easily become the number 2 running back this season, and I'm not even kidding about that. This guy reminds me of a Camaro type of player with the speed that he has, and if he can catch the ball in the backfield like we saw in the last game on that little wheel route, that's going to be huge for his game. That's just going to take him to another level. So I'm super excited to see what happens there. Did I hear about Mahomes? Why did we sign him? Jerry, I'm not really sure how you're talking about. Hey, I think you were messing with me earlier, man. I don't know if you're messing with you right now, but definitely for me if you're talking about something, because I'm not sure what you're talking about, Jerry. Don't try to do me like that, man. When are cut? So, yeah, cut dates are kind of confusing, right? Cut dates are very confusing. There's like a certain date. I can't exactly remember what the date is, but there's a certain date they have to get down by 53. I think it's sometime after the 4th week, I believe. I don't know. I think it's sometime maybe this week, but you have to get down. You like the fathead. Hey, that's Barry Sanders. Over here, I actually have Matthew Stafford. So yeah, I got a couple good ones. Ty Johnson, the offensive rookie of the year. Hey, I think Ty definitely could be the offensive rookie of the year. Maybe, I don't know. It's gonna be tough. But here's the thing. Ty Johnson's gonna have a big role with the Lions, and I think it could easily be that number 2 running back. Okay. You have to think. I mean, we have some good ones, but I think Ty Johnson he brings a lot to this team. And he's not necessarily the same as Kerryon, right? His speed is just crazy. So that definitely helps. What's up with Austin Bryant? Hey, man, he's been dealing with an injury for a long time. I really don't know what's going on with Austin Bryant. I have no idea. It's unfortunate. Austin Bryant's a really good player. I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be back at some point. But Austin Bryant, man, we really want to see him back for sure. I know what you're saying there. He's one of the most he was one of my most players I was excited about when we drafted him, because he was definitely slept on. And when he fell to us, I was super excited to see that happening. Okay, cutting day is Saturday. Okay, thank you for informing us about that. I wasn't sure the exact date, so thank you for that. Theoretic vibes with a tie John's fastest version. And that's kind of what I saw, right? When he caught that touchdown, I was like, okay, whoa, if he brings that to the table, now this is a different story, because it's one thing to be fast as running back. It's another thing to be able to catch the ball. I mean, not a lot of running backs can do that. Okay. That's something that's actually a lot harder than it seems. Yeah, Ty does remind me of Theo a little bit. I even thought it was Theo. I like kind of thought of Theo when he caught that touchdown. Now, I understand it's only one touchdown and he has to bring a lot more of that, but that's a similar route that we saw Riddick run that a lot, that little wheel route. I mean, he's won a lot of games on that. He's won a game versus the Dolphins where he caught that touchdown, right? So he's been very similar with that receiving. And if you can do that, that's going to take it to a whole nother level. And that's something that Carrion also kind of we've heard that he has in his game. So we definitely had to have someone replace it. I mean, that's the reason we got rid of Theo, because we must have thought someone else could do what he could do. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. Second year running back, play with Mahomes and quarterback in college. Yeah, man, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but you're probably right. I don't know. I think the Lions are a good team, top team. If Matthew Stafford could play great, I think Matthew Stafford can be great this season. My thing with Matthew Stafford is I think Hawkinson alone, Jesse James is really good too, and I think we forget about him. Those guys will take him to another level. The tight ends are going to be so big for Matthew Stafford. I mean, the way that they could be a mismatch on the field is what's great. That's something that, again, Stafford's never had that. He's never had a guy like that. He's never had a go-to tight end that can be a mismatch every time and consistently make catches. He's had athletic players. He's had first-round draft picks. We've had Eric Ebron. The problem was with Eric Ebron, he wasn't consistent. Brandon Pettigrew, very similar. So, he's never really had a guy like TJ, and really, for that matter, even Jesse James. So these guys are definitely going to take him to a whole nother level. I'm glad the Lions took the initiative to go fix that position this offseason. Zach might leave. I want Thompson to the fourth string. I do, and probably I get hate for this, but Anderson has not really been showing up. Ty's a chance. I think Anderson played nice in his last game. The thing with Anderson, you're not going to get big, explosive plays. When you sign him, you know what you're going to get from CJ. You're going to get tough yards here and a few yards. You're going to use him in situations where you need to get a first down like Blunt. You're going to use him near the goal line. That's what you're using him for specifically. So really, you're not necessarily going to use a guy like CJ Anderson for, really most of the other time. Now, I think CJ could keep around because that's something that we could add to the mix that would be nice. But at the same time, I like Mark Thompson better as an overall running back like you guys do as well. At this point, I like Mark Thompson better overall. Stafford didn't play bad Sunday. No, Stafford played really well. In his last game, Stafford played really well. And I don't know if they were talking about last game or not. If they were, I'm kind of surprised there. But Stafford played really well in his last game. I sure hope Ragnar will be back soon. I hope so too. Ragnar, it seems to be that injury isn't as bad as maybe we thought at the first place when, how he went down. But it seems like, okay, he'll be back, and he may be back in the first few weeks. So that'd be great to see Frank Ragnar back. We need him on the team. This offensive line is not a place where we can lose players at this position. Okay, we need to have guys healthy there. So hopefully Frank can definitely get back. I like Zach, but I think Thompson might be better. He might be, okay? And I know a lot of people do like Zach Zenner. I have no problem with that. ZZ Top is cool. But at the same time, Mark Thompson, hey, he's looking really good, and I can't say anything really about him other than that. You say Zach Zenner is averaging 5.3 yards per carry. Was that last season he averaged 5.3? Because I don't know if he's done that throughout his career. He may have, but I think that was just last season. You like Mark Thompson, CJ too slow. CJ is a slow running back. And again, we better not use it. Like, look, I think we used Blunt completely wrong. Blunt was also not a good running back for us, but we used him a lot, and we used him in positions where this is not where you're supposed to use your big hitting running back, right? Your hard hitting big running back should not be getting the ball on regular downs. That's supposed to be a different guy. That guy has to have some kind of speed because there was no breakaway speed there at all. I mean, Joey Bell wasn't fast, but LeGarrette Blunt was like a snail. Like, that was rough to watch, okay? And the thing is, I think he thought he was fast. I think he thought he was faster than he was, and that was the big problem as well. So I'm a big Zach Zenner fan. Yes, there are a lot of Zach Zenner fans for sure. So I can agree. I can understand that. How do I feel about Kenny Wiggins starting over Joe Dahl? It might happen. It may happen. Obviously, I like Joe Dahl. I know for me, it's hard because people want to say all the time, like, oh, we can't have this guy starting. I mean, I think anybody has the opportunity to start. What's wrong with what he did in the past? Maybe he wasn't a good lineman at one point in his career, or he hasn't always been a good lineman, but things change. You get better, you develop, you take on a bigger role, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And maybe if Kenny Wiggins takes on a bigger role with the Lions, he'll live up to those expectations. So I have no problems with it as long as he's playing well. Okay. Thank you. We had the fumble over Travis Head. You cannot be doing that. Yeah, that was a rough fumble. Actually, I didn't even, but the fumble is something that it hurts his stock as well. We talked about him a little bit in my last video as well. CJ will be fine. He's always been a speed, right? Phantom. That's what he is. We knew when we signed him, we weren't going to get breakaway plays. We weren't going to get 20-yard, 40-yard runs. I mean, unless it's great blocking. We're going to go get those big yards. That we're going to get the few yards that you need. He's like Zach Zenner 2.0 in those short yards. Now, when it comes after short yards, it ain't like that. Okay, you don't want Zach Zenner trying to run 40 yards. That's just not going to work. That's not what he is. Blunt was faster than CJ. I think you could definitely make that argument. You could probably make that argument. I think CJ may be better though than Blunt was. I think it just comes down to how we use him. We have to use him in the right way. We can't put him in situations in which he's not supposed to be in. Okay, he was in a lot of situations last season that he shouldn't have been in. Okay, we knew he wasn't fast. We should not have put him out there a lot of times. I think Trey Johnson is better than CJ Anderson. Okay, so Ty Johnson. You think Ty Johnson is better than CJ Anderson? Well, Ty Johnson, here's the thing with Ty Johnson. He's not proven in this league. From what we can see so far, I think you could say if you didn't know football enough, you knew nothing, and you looked at it, you'd be like, oh, that guy looks better because he's more explosive. But at the same time, we've never seen him in a real game. So I'd say I have to wait a little bit, but I don't know at this point. Great athlete, no work ethic. Do you think we should trade for Clowney? No, not at this point. Here's the thing. If Clowney's could become a free agent at some point, and if Clowney became a free agent, and maybe we want to take the D line to the next level, then yes, if we had the money to do it, but I wouldn't reach for him. Also trading for him, I wouldn't trade for him at this point. I think pretty much what are we going to give up? I don't want to give up picks. I want to keep a lot of things that we have, but maybe at some point we can have the money. We'll have the money that we can actually sign this guy. Maybe at some free agency, we'll have to wait and see. But if he's still like on that medicine, if he's still thinking like, hey, I need all this money, then yeah, you can't give him a huge contract because that could take away from a lot of other good players. I look like an announcer. Well, Shane, I guess, hey, man, I can see why you would say that with this little headset on. It tries to make it sound a little better because there's other people in the house. So, it makes it sound better and you can't really pick up other things. Hopefully it's not. I think it's doing better. Could get for a trade player. Zach is a special teams guy, so we may keep 5 backs. There's a chance we keep 5 backs. It's going to be tough because 5 running backs is hard. It's hard to keep 5 running backs. You got to think 53 is not a lot of players. If 54 was there, hey, maybe we keep 5 running backs. It's going to be tough to keep 5, but I could see it happening. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to be tough. Ty Johnson won't start because of the blocking protection to the quarterback. He won't start because of the blocking. Okay. I don't think Ty Johnson will start anyway. It's going to be Carrion. Carrion's that guy. Now, CJ Anderson, another thing that he does bring is he can block. He can block really well. But I think a lot of our running backs are able to block. I don't think he'll start. It's definitely going to be Carrion that starts at running back. But he can get a lot of opportunities during the season because he does have a lot of explosiveness. And as we know, man, you have a guy like that. It's just a matter of time before he does something. I mean, that was kind of the thought with Reggie Bush. Now, I'm not going to say Reggie Bush was that fast or that athletic as Ty Johnson is, but at the time, it was kind of like, hey, man, Reggie Bush, he fumbles all the time, but, man, he just get one good play, and he's gone, right? Same thing with Amir Abdullah. He fumbles all the time, but you get one good play, and he's gone. And if Ty Johnson doesn't have to deal with the fumbling, then, hey, we could definitely break some stuff. Yeah, Zach and Ty both really play on special teams, so they add a lot of value. No way they let Zenner walk. He's too good. Yeah, I don't see him letting Zenner walk. I think the Lions definitely like Zenner. There's no way they don't like Zenner. They gave him money. They like Zenner. The Lions like Zach Zenner, and that's kind of obvious. Other teams may have let him go by now, but I think the Lions just like what he can do overall as a player. What's the most concern for this team in your opinion? The biggest concern right now is that O-line. I think everything starts with the O-line. On both sides of the ball, it's always about the line, defensive line, offensive line. And for the Lions, offense obviously comes down to the offensive line. And that's my biggest concern. They have to find a way to block because if you can block, you can throw. If you can block, you can run. I mean, that's what it comes down to. So honestly, for me, it's just the offensive line. I think we should keep 4 running backs with a fullback. Yep, and I believe that will be Nick Bawden. He'll make the team for sure. Will they make the playoffs with 10 wins? How many wins do you think they will get? I'm not going to do my prediction yet, but I think if they got 10 wins, they would make the playoffs. Now, maybe a wild card finish. I think they would make the playoffs, though, with 10 wins. I feel like that usually happens. The one time I watched Amir on the Bears, he fumbled. Yeah, Amir Abdullah has fumbled a lot in his career, so there's definitely a lot of moments to look at. But this guy was super explosive. It was just the fact that he could not hold on to the ball. So that's something I think Ty Johnson brings, that he's got that same explosiveness. As long as he doesn't fumble, he'll be fine. Or was Amir on the Vikings? Amir's on the Vikings now. I thought you meant versus the Bears. Amir is on the Vikings now. I've seen a lot of his like weird Instagram posts of doing yoga and stuff, but he's on the Vikings now. O-line might kill this team. That's for me, Kobe. That's what it comes down to. This O-line just has to live up to it. And I'm just hoping that the Lions have a plan because, they didn't go get anybody. So I'm hoping that they had the thought that, hey, we have a plan that we're going to be fine with this offensive line. Okay. And, they had to know coming into it, there's going to be injuries. So not everybody's going to always be healthy. So hopefully they had a plan. I feel like the only good lineman we have is Frank. which is out right now. Rest of our line doesn't look too good. I don't think the rest of our line's bad. I think the problem, I think I can rely on our veteran. I think Decker's fine. Ragnar, what I say there? I said Ragnar. Wagner, I think Rick Wagner's pretty good. I'm also like Glasgow because of the ability to move around, his versatility. But the other guard spot, yeah, especially if Frank's not there, yeah, that's definitely a question mark for me too. Why do people think the Packers are so good this year? Supreme, tell them. I don't know why people think the Packers are good. This happens all the time, Supreme. People think the Packers are gonna be good out of nowhere. I don't understand where it comes from, and I try to make a big deal about it, but it's true. I don't understand the hype around the Packers all the time, man. I don't get it. Apparently, Abdullah has been playing a slot receiver for a while. And I guess he's been pretty good. I could see that. Abdullah's got the speed, man. He seemed to have pretty good hands. Not like great, but he's got a lot of speed, and I could see you trying to convert that. We obviously were talking about, hey, maybe the line should do that with Theo Riddick. So I can see that happening. I think Abdullah's definitely faster than Theo Riddick. Like if you're lining those guys up, I think Amir Abdullah wins that race. What do you think about our offensive scheme? I don't know what to think, Raisin. I'm pretty sure I kind of have a good feeling of what it's going to be. It's going to be very basic, a lot of running. But the one thing that I have liked is that what I've seen, at least in the preseason, is that they put Stafford in the spread a lot. And I like having Stafford in that position. I feel like Stafford's always been comfortable in the spread. And I think one thing that I really, Bevel, please, Bevel, do this. Let Matthew Stafford some no huddle. And not just before the half fence, during just random possessions. I feel like Stafford's so comfortable when he's playing like the game's almost over, it's almost halftime. That's when he can just start dotting you up. And if you have to slow down, you can because you're not in that bad situation. I just want Bevel to not force it really, but just mix that in a few times. But I feel like he's the guy that's going to make Matthew Stafford comfortable and figure out what that is and utilize that a lot, okay? More than Jim Bob Cooter really did because that was kind of a problem. Kenny Golladay will be a starter this year. Just watch. Kenny Golladay will be a starter this year. I'm pretty sure you're trying to mean star there. I think he was a starter last season. He will be a star this year. And he was definitely, you can make a case he was a star last year for what he did for this team. You can make the case. Packers have Aaron Rodgers, so people look at that. And that's really all it is. Honestly, that's all it is. You got Aaron Rodgers, you're going to be good. That's what people think. And I don't agree with that because it's obvious that's not true, right? They haven't been good in the last few years, but they have Aaron Rodgers. But that's just how people simply look at it. And I get it, but I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. You know what I mean? Hopefully they can pick up someone at the cut time for the line. Captain, I think that's the one chance we have to go get a new guy. I feel like they have to have a plan, right? You guys just can't go out there with no plan and like, I mean, if you go out the same off the line, it's fine, but you have to know that, hey, the scheme, something's going to help us out. You can't go out there knowing that nothing's going to work and we're just going to get sacked multiple times to be okay with that. So hopefully they have something up their sleeve. Stafford is great at running around the field also. Stafford, hey, that's something that when he does that, when he scrambles, when he gets loose, that's when big plays happen. So we need him to do that. We need him to be comfortable in the pocket. If Bevel goes run heavy offense, does Stafford at 4,000 yards? Probably not. Not if it's run heavy, but I'm not worried about that. It's just all about winning. Theo's is in building. Troy. Hey, Theo, you can't type that in, man. No one else can see it. If you type in words like that, no one else can see it. Only I can see that. All right, man. You can't do that. What else we got? Number one wide receiver in front of Jones. Oh, okay, that's what you meant by that. Yeah, no, I think Kenny can definitely be the number one, and it'll also get Jones freed up to make a lot of big plays. Theo, no one else can see that, my guy. Lions need to, yep, I know who that is. To be honest, I think Rodgers is overrated. Yes, he's probably one of the greatest, but people make him look like God. Kevin, that's true. Man, no, especially at this point, if you're not, he ain't all that. He ain't all that, man. We need to draft corners this year. That could definitely be one of the thoughts that we have. I think offensive line obviously makes sense, especially if it's not something that we're confident in. Where does Frank right now rank among centers in the NFL? He's kind of overrated. Frank, we haven't seen enough of him. Frank hasn't been a center. He was a guard last season. So when he becomes a center, I don't know. I'm thinking it's going to be better than he was at a guard position because they said he's been more comfortable there. He was really good like that in college. So hopefully he moves to center. It definitely helps him out. But again, I don't know exactly where I'd rank him because we haven't seen him there. But after the season, I can answer that question. So make sure you get back at me with that question. Does Kerryon go to the Pro Bowl? I think Kerryon's got a really good chance to be in the Pro Bowl. The way especially if they run it like I think they were, Kerryon can definitely be in the Pro Bowl because 1,000 yards, that could have easily happened last year. It would have happened last year if it wasn't for injuries. So I could easily see him getting into the Pro Bowl. I already read that. In my opinion, if Rodgers is healthy and they win the division, Lions will get a wild card. And that could happen. I mean, 10 wins is probably around that spot unless we beat the Packers. But I think we're going to beat the Packers both times. I'm not worried about that. Stafford has to learn to get rid of the ball quickly, throw it away if play isn't there. I think that's what they're going to do too. I think it's going to be, when I say more simple, but more spread. Spread doesn't necessarily mean you have to throw bombs all the time. It just means you're getting more options, but you can do a lot of quick things out of that because there are so many options. You quickly find your mismatch almost when you get to the line, and then he can just quickly go there, and that will help Stafford out a ton. Okay, that's where the tight ends come to play again, because now you have tight ends that are going to catch those balls and be reliable. So that's huge. Oh, Amendola is going to be huge with that as well. Will Kenny G get lost in this offense? I don't think he'll get lost. He may not have the same big yards that he had last. He may not hit 1,000 yards again, but I don't think anybody's going to get lost. I think they're going to utilize everybody. It's just that everything's going to be more spread out, and I think that's really what it comes down to. I'm not worried about one guy having big stats. So stats-wise, you may get a little less, but I'm not worried about big stats. I'm really worried about just overall team success, and I think spreading the ball around will definitely keep defense guessing, like T said in the chat, because I can tell he's in the chat. And he said we have to be more predictable, so unpredictable. So that's kind of what that would do. We really need number 2 corner. Engage, man. That's a question, but I don't know, man. We may have one. We may have one in Rashawn, so we'll see what happens. I can't count Rashawn out. We'll see what Rashawn does. I think Rashawn Melvin's going to be pretty solid. He's looked pretty good so far. Frank Ragnow, 0 sacks allowed in college. Hey, Frank was a beast, especially at center. When Frank was a center, he was great. This is like his natural habitat, you could say, so I think he'll be really good there. What else do I got? I'm still mad they have him beating us by 2. Beating the Cards by 2. Are you serious? Hey, you know what, Marquise? I don't need them to hype us up at all, man. Don't hype us up. We're going to prove everybody wrong at one point. And anyways, I mean, I would almost have the spread rather in their favor. That when we beat them, we could be like, bro, what were y'all thinking? You don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I'm okay with that. What quarterback can Matthew Stafford trade what quarterback can you get? Matthew Stafford trade, who can you get? I would not trade Matthew Stafford. There's no way I would try to trade Matthew Stafford. It's just too hard to find a quarterback. There's absolutely no way I would look anywhere else for another quarterback. I'm good with Stafford. I think NFC North is good enough to get 3 teams in the playoffs. Yeah. Oh, easily. Oh, and go back to that quarterback thing. A quarterback for Lions in a few next years, they just have to draft one. They have to draft one and try to find that one. Find the guy in the rough, kind of like the Patriots did. Obviously, it's hard to do, but this is what you start working on from years out now. He's over 30 every year. Go to quarterback. Get a quarterback. See if you can ever find it. Maybe you hit on something. That way, when the time does come, boom, you got your quarterback. Okay, you don't want to have to worry about trying to trade for one. Well, Justin Coleman at number 2. I mean, there's talk that he might play there. I just know when Coleman was on the outside, he wasn't good in his career. I just know that Coleman was dramatically way better. I mean, this is when he started getting paid and making teams for real when he moved to that slot position. So I can see Lions mixing it in for sure, but not as a set position. Matt Patricia, we will be a great team this year. O-line, not if we have anything to do with it. We will be a good team, just for jokes. Hey, man. That's a good... Teez Tabor needs to get the footwork king. Oh my goodness, he needs to do something, man. No, Teez is gonna be fine. I think Teez will be okay, especially if he makes a team. I think again with Patricia's scheme, that'll help him out. You don't necessarily. He definitely needs to keep working, and apparently he has been. He's been working with Ocho Cinco. So I mean, who else do you work with, right? That's a good, really good wide receiver. But we'll see how that works. I think in a system he'll be a lot better. He'll be like a system cornerback. So if you win anywhere else, he may not be good. I think he'll be okay here with Matt Patricia. Stafford and Matt Ryan for a trade of Russell Wilson. So you're saying you would trade Stafford, Matt Ryan, or Russell Wilson? I wouldn't trade for either of those guys, but at the same time, I don't think they would take it. I would not trade for Matt Ryan. I can understand why you would say Russell Wilson. I've made a video against that if you want to watch it. But again, it wouldn't happen. I don't think they would do that. It's just too much. The scheme flips. The whole thing would be different. Now, for Bevel, I think it would make sense, right? Because Bevel's had this guy before. But for the Lions, I mean, for the Seahawks' sake, they probably wouldn't want to have Stafford. It just wouldn't work with how they're built. Just let the media continue to hate. At the end of the season, we're going to look back at 12 wins. Rocco, hey, tell him, man. Let him hate. Let him hate all you want. Hate all you want, because we're going to prove you wrong at some point anyways. So it really don't matter to me. Can Matthew Stafford win with a run-first offense? Actually, Shane, I think that's going to make him better. The problem is he's never had that. We've never seen with a run-first offense. The Lions have never been able to run. And I think when Matthew Stafford gets that, he's going to have so much pressure taken off him. When he does throw it, he's going to savor that opportunity, because I think in the past it's been like, I have to throw it again. We can't run the ball. He usually savored the opportunity to have a run game that went over 5 yards. But now with the ability, it's like, okay, I can hand the ball off. I'm comfy. Now I can throw it. He's going to be really good. He's going to love that mix. The difference to me in the division of quarterbacks and the Lions, Packers by far the best QBs in the division. But here's the thing. I think if you're saying to win the division, that's not true because I think if you're gonna say, even if you say the Packers have the best quarterback, so that's the difference, okay, but they haven't won it. That's the thing. It's been the Bears that are winning it, and they don't have the best quarterback. So overall, quarterback's huge. It's super important, but at the same time, you have to have a team around or you will not succeed. Dr. Fu in the building saying sup. Hey, what's up, man? Rashawn Melvin, most likely. Yep, I believe so too. Now we signed Justin Stockton running back. Okay, Justin Stockton, Jerry, he's not new. Justin was here, and then we released him. I believe it was last week we released Justin. And we kind of made space. So he's still a running back that we've had. I think like a week ago we had this guy. We just brought him back. So he's not new. Okay, don't be alarmed. He's not a new guy. He's kind of new, but not really new. Okay, we've had him before. Do you think it's better to take a young corner and throw them in the fire or let them wait it out? It depends what situation you're in. I think it's always better to let them learn. I think you want to give them experience. I don't think you want to sit them for years and not have them play at all, right? Because that's not going to do anybody good. But at the same time, I also think you have to not just throw him completely into the fire because you're going to struggle. He's going to make a lot of mistakes. That's what you're going to expect. But if you're talking about, say, Amani, for example, yes, give him the experience. Put him out there on certain situations, but don't put him out there the whole time. That's going to be a problem unless you have to, unless you're put in the situation where you absolutely have to. But that's when you want to get a high safety. That's why you take safeties like DeAndre Baker, okay? That's why you take those guys because you're saying, hey, we're going to have to throw you out there anyways. We're going to take you the first cornerback because we understand we're going to have to use you. You think Tracy Walker will start because Andrew Adams is looking pretty good, and I also think Will Harris and Tavon Wilson. I like both those guys. I still think Tracy would start, right? But you're absolutely right. Andrew Adams has looked really good. Now, he did give up that one touchdown. I think it would be Tracy. If I had to bet on it, it would be Tracy. But I think Andrew Adams does look really good as well. Melvin, the second best, Supreme Nacho. The Lions have never had a run game first option, a really good defense, a really good tight end. If we don't win this year, I think our future is a lot of young players. Kevin, exactly. We have had one good defense at one point. That was 2014. We all know what happened then. 11-5. We should have won a playoff game. So that just shows us when we have it, we win. We have won with it. So we'll just see how that works out this season. Critics, Lions suck. Lions will win the Super Bowl. Lions, what? Critics, crap. We know nothing. Oh, man. No, Michelle Trubisky. Okay, I could not read that. I can't read. Michelle Trubisky is not good. They just win because their defense. It's supreme. I agree with that. I'm not saying he's good. I'm just saying they win even though he's not. Like, that's basically I'm trying to make that argument. I'm basically saying I understand he's not good, but they still win. Like, that's kind of my thing. They're winning division and he's not good because you still need the other pieces. The quarterback is huge. Obviously, you need a great quarterback, and we're lucky to have Stafford, but you still need to have a team around him because you're not going to win with just a quarterback alone. Okay, we've seen that. Why am I buffering? Hey, some people are buffering, some not. I think my thing is clear now. So maybe on your end, but hopefully Mike goes back in if it's me. Lions go 9-6. The Packers are 8-6-1. And Week 17 is a must win for the division. The Lions win the division. Shane, I would absolutely love that situation to happen. I would love to do it because we've been in that situation before and we didn't win. I would love to win. That would be there is no better situation. I'd almost rather do that than necessarily. I'd almost rather be in the situation where we have to win to get in and do it than necessarily just get the win out to do it. Like, I know it'd be more like a heart attack, right? You'd be so nervous, but at the same time, it'd be so awesome to see that. T's not a good fit because our defense plays a lot of man coverage. If we played more zone, I think you'd fit better. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Buckeye. We do play a lot of man for sure. I think we do drop in zone here and there. So I think T's, the role he would have on this team wouldn't be a big role, right? I think he'd be one of those guys that you do put out in certain packages, like a dime package where you're trying to run a lot more secondary players and you drop everyone back really into zone, because we've had situations where we just bring like the 4 defense line 3 or 4 and everybody else goes back. We're not playing really man in that situation because if you have 7-8 guys in the back, you're not playing man unless they have like 5 wide receivers, because then you have your safeties. So in that situation, that's when you're playing the zone. But I understand what you're saying. We do play a lot of man. What's the new setup? Hey, this new setup is just for this show. Okay, this is the show setup. I got to keep working on it. I did have a sign one time and it fell off, and that was awkward. So I haven't put that back up yet. It's gonna be Tracy. He's a hybrid safety, cornerback and guard, wideouts too. Yep, does a lot for us. Would you rather have Mike Ford than Teez at this point? No, not at this point. No. Mike Ford hasn't shown me much this year. Last year I liked him. This year hasn't shown me much. So at this point, no. Lions 19 at you. I won't at you, Kevin. I got you on that one. Andrew Luck. Hey, man, the Andrew Luck Ford is an unfortunate situation because we did lose a really good player from the league. At the same time, though, I don't understand the people judging him for necessarily doing what he did. Okay, it's Andrew Luck, man. Let him be him. If it's uncomfortable, there's no way anybody would play uncomfortable. It doesn't happen. It's not fun to play anything. It's not fun to do anything when it's uncomfortable, and that's kind of what he was getting at. So for me, Andrew Luck, look, if you're hurt and you don't feel comfortable, do what feels best for you, and maybe you decide to unretire at some point. That's what's best for you. Okay. I don't like to go into the situation, really make points on it or try to argue like what's right for him because he's his own person. He knows how things feel. Everybody does. Um, let's play a game. I give you the games. You say which team, okay? Hey, go for it. Text Story Plus. Go for it. All right, let's hear him. Kevin, that would never happen. Have you heard of the team called the Chiefs or the Chargers? I think I lost one there. I'm not sure what he's talking about for Kevin. Kevin Nines 19-0. Hey, Shane, look. Shane, look, we can beat the Chiefs and the Chargers, bro. We can beat those teams, man. Now, 19-0 over. 19-0. Very slim chance it happens, right? Obviously. But hey, man, you never know. Okay, everything's possible. All right, man. If you're gonna go through every single, hey, don't go through the whole schedule. I'm not giving my prediction, but I will give you that one. Lions cards. I'm going Lions. I'm going Lions on that one. Eric Ebron back to the Lions. He wished Andrew Luck retired. Oh, I don't know. I don't think it would work well. Ebron back to Lions would be kind of a mess. He doesn't seem to like Detroit that much after he left. He didn't leave on very good terms. He seems to be kind of bitter about it still. So I don't know how that would fit. Let me live in my fantasy. Richard Sherman was always a slow cornerback with Seattle, play more zone, so he succeeded in the defense. Teez reminds me of Sherman because and this worked. We've seen slow cornerbacks work. Again, it is all about the system. So for Teez, it's going to be a situation where he's going to be in certain situations. He's not going to be out there all the time, and I don't think he has to be. We have 3 cornerbacks that are above him at this point. Amani could even be above him. So I think it's just certain situations he pops in. Andrew Luck should be an example of why we should be grateful for Stafford. And at any moment, your quarterback, yeah, exactly. It's a great example for us. And, losing him is unfortunate to the league. But, yeah, I am grateful we have Stafford. And that definitely just shouts it out to you. Lions versus Chiefs. Man, I ain't going through every game. Text Story Plus. I can't do that, man. I can't do that. Sorry, I'm late. Teez is making. I don't want to do it because I just want to make sure that when my video comes out, I don't give away my predictions already. Sorry, I'm late. Teez making the team. Hey, man, that's the question we've been asking ourselves, and I think he does, man. But it's definitely kind of it's really the question of the video. And if you guys want to hit me up in the chat and just leave some answers, go for it, man. Make your own arguments, whatever it may be. He's bitter about dropping balls. Hey, man. I guess I I don't know what it is. Fine, but we won't go 19-0 to be honest. Shane, man, Shane, why not? Why not? Why can't we do it? Why not? How about the Lions versus Let's Peeps? Yo, what the? All right, the teams will have to lose. I think the Chiefs game 1 and the Bears on the road will be close games and wins. Yeah, I think if we lose games, it'll be games we don't expect to lose, right? It'll be those teams that are like, oh, really? We lost to that team. It'll be like that kind of thing. If we are a real friend of the Lions, we should have them winning every game on the schedule. LOL. Hey, if you were real fans, I guess, yeah. I think there's a difference between we are all still real fans. It's just people try to be realistic to the point. For me, it's hard. Like, I really want to say every single game we're going to win. It's so hard for me to pick them to lose, right? Because I don't want to do it. I always believe, and I always try to find a way that they can win. But if I'm being realistic before the schedule starts, that's why I like to do that, because there's a chance that they do lose some games. And obviously, there's a really good chance that does happen. Now, the teams, I already read that. Bro, let Peeps troll hard. He is, and he knows it. All right. Good night, my Golden Lions fans. Good night. Good night, Grayson. Good night. Glad you stopped in. That's why I didn't want to go this one too long, because I know it is almost 9 o'clock, at least where I am, Eastern time. So, I didn't want to go too late on this one, because I know it did start kind of late, and I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry about that. Living in a fantasy. Yep, he is. Do you think it is possible for the Lions to have 2 1,000-yard receivers this season? I don't think so. I think it's going to be too spread out this season. I don't see that happening. I see a lot more running. I just don't see I think it's just going to be too balanced. Don't see that happening this year. But maybe at some point that could happen. Like the Fox Sports analyst has said, Lions will be 4-11. Like what is you good? 4-11. Man, I don't know why he said that. I mean, that's not 16 games, but yeah, I'm just very optimistic. I know we ain't gonna be the best, but I always believe we can go undefeated. Hey, Kevin, why not? Why not be optimistic about it? I'm with you. We've seen them lose too much might as well. LOL. Hey, man, you never know. Not doing all the games, just top 3 Chargers, Chiefs, Bears. Hey, I'll get to those, man. I'll get to those. Past your bedtime. My bedtime, it probably is, be honest with you. Because the Lions will not have a good O-line on third down. We will throw it because Stafford's going to get sacked because Wagner sucks, because we punt almost every time, and our DBs will lose coverage. Shane, what was the negativity, my guy? You Yo, you're really getting off on that comment, man. Relax, chill, bro. This is a chill situation, all right? Don't think positively. This is the positive circle. We're in like a big circle of positivity. All right, man. That'll make you happier. That'll make you have good dreams too. I'm not sure what I'm getting at there. I don't think Stafford throws 4,000 yards. I don't think so either. Not if all the running happens. It's kind of off topic, but I found out I'm starting on offense and defense and all special teams and freshmen, so I am not gonna get any breaks, bro. Hey, Gage, that's fire though. Congratulations, man. Good for you. Go do your thing, Gage. Go do your thing. 16-0 Lions, you have to be bald. Hey, bro, if the Lions go 16-0, I'll go bald. I'll go bald for 16-0, no doubt. No doubt. How many yards does TJ get this year? Like 400 maybe? 500. I mean, he could get more than that, though. He can honestly exceed my expectations. So I don't know. Yeah, that's going to be hard. I have to think about that a little bit. Did you hear Andrew Luck retired? LOL. Jerry, I did hear that, man. And it's unfortunate to the league. I'll do this quick summary because I've already said it. Unfortunate to the league, but at the same time, I'm not going to be a guy to judge the decisions because, you only know how your body feels. You know it best. You know what's right for you. You going back to school next week, Dion? Hey, man, I've actually got to school tomorrow, bro. My school kind of started today because online, but tomorrow I go to school. Yup, and then Wednesday more school, bro. Like, why are y'all starting next week? Is that what you're trying to say? Man, see you, Dan. I have school tomorrow. Hey, Tech Story Plus, I got you. I know you. I understand, man. Have fun at school. I have school tomorrow too, but luckily for mine's like later at night, so I don't have to get up early. So that's what's good for me. Titan the first year normally we don't do good, but he could. Tight ends can be tough, and I don't think we've ever seen a rookie of the year tight end. I don't think we've ever seen that. Maybe if you went way back, I don't think we ever have. Adonis Bulls, what up, bro? Go Lions. Hey, man, what's up, man? Welcome in the building. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Is that like a flashlight or something? What is that? That's why Kelvin retired. Yeah, I mean, you only know your body the best, and if you're dealing with injuries, it's not fun to play because it's uncomfortable. I can understand that decision. I have no problems with it. I think people that talk badly about him because of that decision is whack. Like, you don't have the right to talk and say what he should do with his life. You know what I mean? You should be grateful that he played for his amount of time and gave you exciting plays that he did, or he gave you his effort that he did. Okay. You do online school? Partly. I do some online. I do some on can't. I'm gonna be like flying. This is me. Whoa, I got like an itchy thing. This is me in the car. I'm like, what? I'm going everywhere. Okay, I got online. I got one at one school, one at a different school. Okay, it's gonna be whack. It's sad to see Andrew Luck retire before Tom Brady. It's very unfortunate to see. I mean, people are talking about unretiring, which I'm not going to get into too much because it's not my business really. But I mean, it may happen. But yeah, it is super unfortunate. Thomas Lewis saying, hey, Thomas, how you doing? Welcome in. Wear your Lions gear for your uniform. Yeah, hey, there you go. Can Kelvin Johnson come out of retirement and play? I don't know, you man. You have to ask him. He hasn't answered me yet. I don't know, man. Looking for a win. What the heck? All right, you think James Conner is just as good as Bell? I don't think he's as good as Bell, but I think the Steelers' offensive line is good. I think it's just that good. And I think that's really why we talk about offensive line being so important because honestly, the running backs are great and all, and it's awesome to have a good running back. But if you have a good offensive line, any running back can run. Okay, some running backs will give you more. They may catch out the backfield. They maybe don't fumble at all. Maybe they have that extra speed boost. Maybe that's a little elusiveness in there. But hey, man, when you can block overall consistently, you're going to be able to run. Who is the biggest troll of all time on this channel? Hey, man, you're going to ask me that every single live stream, bro. Like, oh, man. Stafford will not reach the playoffs because of the O-line is terrible without Frank. Shane, Frank going to be back. I was sad Kelvin retired, but he knows more and he take care of it better than the rest of his life. Yep, I respect it. I was sad. I think a lot of Lions fans said, right? He was so great. But, I mean, it's his decision. I can't be mad about it, right? It's his decision. Go do your thing. Don't live your life in pain for no reason. You may already be living your life in pain because, unfortunately, you had to deal with so many injuries. I mean, he took a lot of stuff and he kept playing. So I have no problems with him doing what he did. Can Jared Davis return in week 2 and Frank Ragnow? Yes, they could. I mean, I don't know if it will happen, but they could, okay? What's your comment on Will Harris, possible starter or split minutes? Split minutes for sure. I don't know if he'll start the season as being a rookie, but in the future, for sure, he could. He may even during the end of the season if he plays really well, but so far he looks like a guy that can definitely get some minutes in there. Maybe be like the third guy, maybe even the fourth guy rotational, but he'll get a lot of opportunities in this defense. The secondary is going to give him a lot of chances. At least Stafford don't quit on the Lions like a couple of other stars did. Dr. Fu, I don't think he quit on the Lions. It's just that when you don't feel well, if you're uncomfortable, if you don't feel well, it's not fun. It's not fun to do things that are uncomfortable. I had back pain at one point where it didn't necessarily hurt. I mean, at one point it did where I couldn't walk, but it was more just an uncomfortable feeling. I would jump and I could feel it. It almost felt like there was something stuck in my back. It's so uncomfortable, and you can't play like that. So for some guys, maybe he's in that situation where it's so uncomfortable I can't play. But I'm grateful for Stafford for sure. But I can't. Everybody's different. Everybody's body's different. Um, I'm low-key scared of the Cardinals pass rush. They got Chandler Jones, Teez Tabor. They have some nice players. I mean, if they bring some heat, they could definitely get to us. But I think we could definitely have some things to exploit that, like Ty Johnson, like that kind of thing. So we'll figure it out. There's definitely ways to exploit the rush. I think we will slide Tavon Wilson down for Will Harris. I could see that, Thomas. I could definitely see that. What position do they draft? I think for me, Tavon's probably on my roster, but even at this point. Off topic, you a U of M fan or MSU fan? Assuming Michigan. Yes, Michigan. You can see all the Stauskas stuff. Yeah, I'm a Michigan fan. What position they draft next year? You saying first round probably? I could see offensive line depending on how it shows up this year. Cornerback maybe cornerback, right? You got some older guys in there. Rashawn Melvin's on a 1-year deal, so cornerback could make sense. You honestly, I don't think linebacker, maybe even wide receiver. Maybe, depending on Marvin Jones. Who knows? I feel for Andrew Luck. I had quit sports for my back and legs. Yeah, Kevin. Hey, it happens. It happens. It's unfortunate. Injuries are a thing. And unfortunately, little things can really mess you up. Barry Sanders wasn't hurt, and it was health. He quit. Yeah, Barry Sanders quit. But again, if maybe he just didn't love it anymore. Things change. Here's the thing. I would have been mad at Barry Sanders if he would have said, like, you know what, I'm done. I'm leaving Lions. Then I go somewhere else. Because that means he still liked the game. He just didn't want to be here. The fact that he didn't come back shows me maybe he just didn't want to play the game anymore. Okay. Maybe it wasn't fun for him. And again, I don't want to get too much into it because it's not me. It's not my body. I can't tell him what to do. But for some players, everything is different. Hopefully Hockenson can be as good as Charlie Sanders was rookie year at tight end. Charlie Sanders was the only rookie named Pro Bowl to the Pro Bowl in 1968. Wow. Hey, man, you hit me with those statistics. That's some good facts. You need to keep hitting those with me because I don't know all those stuff, man. But you seem to got that kind of stuff. So keep hitting me with those facts. I heard Cardinals are susceptible to the run, especially inside. I also heard they can't cover running backs. Yeah, the Cardinals seem to be struggling so far in the preseason, but again, it's preseason, so I don't dig too deep in there. Love Michigan, diehard fan. Thank God you agree. Hey, Kevin, man, I love Michigan too, bro. I really like Michigan. Cardinals' only chance, home field advantage. Hey, I hope that's their only chance. Charlie Sanders, his tight end, received the most votes to any player in the Pro Bowl in both 1970 and 1971. Wow, that's crazy. You think Harbaugh will cry when we lose to the Spartans this year? Yo. Michigan ain't losing to Michigan State, bro. And that's no disrespect to Michigan State. It ain't happening. Michigan State, nah, it won't happen. That won't happen. If I was a neutral fan, there was no way I could take Michigan State over Michigan. I just don't see that happening. But you never know. It is sports. You never know. But I just don't see it happening. Barry Sanders is the GOAT, though. Barry Sanders is the GOAT, bro. He's the best running back. Dylan, I will be here till you're 90, and I will still be saying, oh, you probably said Dion. I'll still be saying the biggest troll on YouTube. Hey, I'm okay with that. As long as you're here, I appreciate you. I really do. Do you have a favorite player on the Lions? Ooh, that'd be tough. I think Stafford's definitely up there. I like Stafford. I mean, I know that sounds cliche, or maybe it's cliche. I don't know if cliche fits there. I like Stafford. I mean, I do. I like Stafford a lot more than other players. And maybe that's weird. Maybe it's just because he's a quarterback. I don't know. I do have a lot but really for me, any player that's on the Lions, I like them. There's not one player on the Lions I don't like. So that's kind of my thing. Michigan will still lose to OSU even without Urban Meyer. I don't know, Buckeye. I don't know about that one. I'm definitely more worried about Ohio State than Michigan State, though. But Michigan State don't scare me. Honestly. Maybe some of you guys even went to Michigan State for college. I don't know, but Michigan State don't scare me like Ohio State would. I like MSU. They're my second, but they ain't beat Michigan. Kevin, I don't think they are either, bro. Wait, you like Michigan and MSU? Okay, that's kind of weird, but Michigan Wolverines have a hard schedule, but they will win and make the playoffs. I think they can as well. The Big Ten's tough. Also, Harris is third safety in 3 safety sets. Yep. Cards will give up 40 points to Lions, only be 20 scoring only 20 a game. Hey, Shane, that could happen. I don't like Michigan or Michigan State, but Michigan is 100% better. Yeah, I think so. Man, I don't know. I think sometimes you can tell one team's better. For me, it just seems like Michigan's a better team. I don't know. And that's no hate if you're a Michigan State fan. Be a Michigan State fan all you want. Don't hate on me for that either, bro. But I'm just saying, I don't know. Maybe they'll prove me wrong this year. I don't know. Stafford will be my favorite player. Yep, I think Stafford's hard not to choose for me. Who's your favorite NFL player? Do you have one? I love squads. Every player on the Lions. Oh, you love Saquon. Every player on the Lions. Saquon's cool. There's some other guys that are cool, but every Lions player on the line, every player on the Lions above any other player in the league. That's just how that goes for me. Wiggins is okay as a backup, but not as a starter. Yeah, I think so far he's proven that, but hey, you never know, man. Things change. Players get better. Barry Sanders got more negative yards than positive. I'd rather have a running back that gets the average of 5 yards carry. Jerry, whoa. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Barry Sanders carried that team, man. There's no way. If you're averaging 5 yards a carry, bro, like that's not normal. That's not normal. That's not normal to average 5 yards a carry throughout your career. I'm pretty sure didn't Barry average over 5 yards per carry throughout his career? That's not a normal thing. Barry was something else, bro. Barry was something else. And I didn't even watch him. I just know he was something else. Okay, Michigan is make or break this year. Then maybe with Shea Patterson, but I heard that Harbaugh wants to see Dylan out there a little bit more. So we'll see how that works out. Maybe the future quarterback. I like Joe Milton personally, but I don't know. I think Dylan McCaffrey looks like that second. I know that's a little off topic, but hey, you know what? You guys talking about, so I'm gonna throw it in there. I hope it's an opener against the Cardinals a couple of years ago when Galladay went off. Yes, that game was so awesome, and I always think back to that game. Michigan's going to help those two teams that belong to 2 seconds left. Let's peep, man. That was so tough. Bro, I was at Buffalo Wild Wings. I almost cried, bro. I really was about to cry watching that. That was so sad. Barry was got to watch. Go watch his highlights. His highlights are ridiculous. Barry also made those backup don't disrespect. I'm gonna go. I rushed for 7 million yards in my career. My bad. That was my bad. MSU fans appreciate basketball more than football. Also, looking like MSU has a number of starters for college basketball. Hey, man, Michigan basketball is good, bro. Don't hate on Michigan basketball. I'll give it last year. Last year, Michigan State was better. The year before, Michigan had them, though. Okay, it went Michigan to Michigan State, but those schools, they know how to play basketball. Now, unfortunately, we lost John Beilein, who was like a freaking legend. But man, okay, I think we'll be okay. Hopefully. Again, off topic. Lem Barney is also top 5 on me for Lions. Hey, man, that's an old player, bro. That's an older player. I wasn't gonna lie for that. My favorite NFL player of all time is Peyton Manning. Hey, I can see that. Peyton Manning's a cool guy. Peyton Manning seems like a cool guy, I was never a fan of their teams he was on, but Peyton is a cool guy. I could root for him for sure. Even though Patrol, I think the Lions are going to get 8 million yards this season. Oh, that's a good prediction. Carry on to my favorite player on the Lions, but my favorite player in the NFL is Zach Seiler. Probably you don't know who he is, but he is my cousin. He plays for Ravens. That's awesome, Gage. That's awesome. All right. That's really cool. Dylan McCaffrey is going to be a beast. Hope he pulls that thin frame, though. Yep. You didn't watch the games I did. -5 yards, -3 yards, -6 yards, -2 yards, then break for 40 yards. You don't know. Hey, bro, but look at that. But did they win? Their best years, unless you go back to the 50s, where football is kind of weird back in the 50s. If their best years came with him, and that team was not good. His teams were usually not that good. So, man, you can't make the argument Barry's not the best running back we've ever had. I mean, he's one of the best of all times, bro. I can't go with you on that one. I can't. Even if I haven't seen him, you can't make that argument, my guy. One game will come is an Argendog. Even though I'm a troll, I think Matt Stafford is going to be. Whoa, let peeps. Hey, man, you need to chill out on that one. Hey, no one else can see that, though, I don't think. I hope Matthew Stafford don't break his neck. This would be. I guess other people can. Oh, that's you because you posted it. Yeah, that would be devastating. Cash Winston over Xavier Simpson. Buckeye, you are trolling. Buckeye, you are a troller, my guy. Man, you talk so fast, you're consistent with it. LOL. Hey, Rocco, I guess it's just my thing, man. I don't mean to do it. I just kind of do it. Man, Buckeye, you're in here trolling me like that? Yo, wait till next year. I'll give you last year. Cassius was great. Wait till next year, bro. Wait till next year. So, yeah, man, we've been actually going a lot longer than I thought we would. Michigan basketball lost their whole squad to the draft this year. But they do that, Christian. Christian, that's not new. Christian, they've done this. They've lost a lot of players over the years, and they keep coming back good. I mean, now maybe there's a difference here with Juwan Howard as that new coach. That could be a problem. He may not be the same developing type of guy. And we may even bring in better players because he's recruiting more. But Beilein made those guys beasts. Like, you wouldn't even hear about them. Then they were good out of nowhere. So that team was always good. Favorite player on the Lions 2008 season. Yikes. Well, where do we pick from there? All right. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Plus, I wasn't very old right then, so I don't know a lot of players. I would have to go, I think Orlowski, right? Dan Orlowski. Yeah, you know. I really hope Saints get payback for the 2 years in a row with the missed call. Yeah, that's unfortunate, William. That's unfortunate. I know how that feels. We know how that feels. Michigan basketball also lost their coach. Yes, exactly. That's the biggest thing. John Beilein is the biggest loss. I don't know, though. Juwan Howard may prove me wrong. What do we got? Oh, yeah. I guess that's where I go. 2008 would be Kelvin Johnson. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yo, that's – wait. Was that his rookie year? Was Kelvin 2008 his rookie year? Because was that his rookie year or was that his second year? I can't exactly remember. Troy, love you. Austin, what are you doing in here, my guy? Austin, Yo, I've never seen you in my chat, and you're gonna come out with me like that. You're gonna come out with the fire like that, with all the fire and the flames. Come on, Austin. I don't want to hear that. Oh man, I'm glad you're here though. Potential trade: Tavon Wilson, a draft pick for Philip Dorsett. Maybe I could see that happening, Jordan. I mean, Tavon Wilson is one of those guys that even if he makes his team, may not have a huge role. So I could see going looking somewhere else, maybe to bring someone else in that could help us better. 2008 is the best because the Lions went 0-16. Yeah, Owen. I like how you used Owen there. I like that. Always watching, my guy. You're always watching. All right, I see you, and that's good. You've obviously been spying on me really well because I didn't even notice you were always always watching. All right. Favorite players: Alvin Kamara. Yeah, Alvin Kamara is a beast. That's an Ty Johnson next. Elvin. I predict the Super Bowl: Saints Chiefs. Saints and Chiefs. Okay, I mean they're both really good teams. That just sounds too easy to me. That sounds too easy. Someone's got to mix it up. Draft Andrew Luck. Austin, Austin, you're gonna turn into Les Pete, bro. You're gonna turn into that troller, all right? Don't be the next troll. Yo, that's so whack. That's such a huge story. I can't believe that. Hope Cousins gets baptized at SeaWorld. Sorry, Matthew Stafford, I'm a troll. Yo, I know you're a troll, bro. We know you're a troll at Peeps. I think we all know that. Yeah, Jordan. The Lions 2007 actually started 6-2. Then they one game after that. Oh, I do. I think I remember looking that up before. I didn't really watch it back then because I was so young. But I'm pretty sure that I've looked that up before. Yeah, that's whack. That's absolutely whack. Yikes. I can remember back from like 2008 on every single record. So that's pretty much where after that, I kind of get fuzzy. Lions Chiefs sounds better. That does sound a lot better, Rocco. Maybe we should change it to that. You're going to start putting my names and videos now. Man, I'm going to have to, bro. You're in every single one, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you for doing that. Buckeyes start off 6-2 because they had defense won 5 of those games. Hey, man, you guys know better than I do, probably. I'm not going to lie. I'd have to do some research on that one because I didn't really watch those. And honestly, I think there's a difference between knowing the stats and knowing the schedule versus watching the games. The eye test is always something that's just completely different. Hey, I'm the person who's the most entertaining in this chat, though. Hey, you can make that argument. I don't know if I could go there. I think there's a lot of entertaining people here. I hope Trubisky and Cousins break their legs and lose all their starters. Jane, whoa, that's yo. Hey, I want to beat them, but bro, I ain't going that far with it. Yeah. Are you going to the opening game? No, Aaron, I don't think I'm going to opening game. You may be talking about the Chargers game because that's the opening home one. I don't know. Definitely not the Arizona one. No way. Let's peep. How long have you been watching Dion? Oh man, probably a week or so, right? Because I remember coming in I think he came into my live game. Did you come to my live game that one time? And then you started trolling. Then that's when the trolling began. You've been here for 5 months. Let peeps, man. I apologize. All right. Low key, I'm the most entertaining. Buckeye. Hey, low key. You might be. I don't know, man. We're gonna have to have that comp. The NFL. I think Bevel wants a quarterback that is more mobile going forward. So if we draft a quarterback, it seems like a Lamar Jackson. Yo, he might. I mean, and that's the future. We'll know. Time will definitely tell whether or not that's the truth. But I like Stafford, bro. I don't know. I just like Stafford. Did you hear about Derwin James' injury a couple of weeks ago? Oh man, my back's kind of hurts. A little off topic. Have you heard Gronkowski coming out of retirement season? Supreme, he's coming out of retirement, or is that like what they're talking about? Whether or not he will? You know what I heard? They are saying that we will get a first-round pick basically because Stafford and company are not being truthful on Stafford's back injury. Plus, we have a week at backup. We do have a weak backup, it seems like. But here's the thing with our backups. I don't think Savage's stuff is bad. It's necessarily, though, Savage is going to grow. He isn't going to be calm into a starting quarterback. He is what he is, and that's just what he is. It's like getting a Brian Hoyer. You know what he is. He ain't going to get a lot better. He is what he is. What game do I recommend you should go to? Hey, man, I would go the Chiefs are expensive from what I can tell. So I guess if, you don't want to spend a lot of money, I wouldn't go to those ones. It would be awesome, but it just costs a lot of money. The Packers one is what I want to go to the last game of the season. I know they could be out of the playoff race, but I'm confident they won't be, okay? Stafford face mask is kind of weird. Stafford's face mask is kind of weird, man. I haven't really extensively looked. I'm looking at it right now. It's kind of low, right? It's like down here. Shango, the KC game or the Chargers game. Those would be the best, I think, if it was free, but they will cost a lot of money. So let me just give you that one. But again, the Packers one may cost a little bit. I don't think it costs as much as those two though. So if you got them like now, you'd probably be good. We have the whole. Oh, my back is starting to hurt. Okay, I'm getting actually 2 new office chairs, so that's sick. I spent like $80 on them, so we'll see how that goes. We can have a vote on the biggest troll chat right now, bro. We all know it's you. Stafford is like Tony Romo. Yo, no, Stafford better than Tony Romo. I've heard that comparison too often. You just wait for this year. We're about to win a Super Bowl. Stafford gets injured. We are screwed. Knock on wood. Um, I found great tickets towards the Chiefs game around $110. This is according to the Ed Zone. Hey, those aren't bad. I think I've sat there before. They're not bad. Are you in you're probably in the lower level like the bowl? Yeah, those aren't terrible. I've done those with a lot of NBA games because it seems like that's where the cheapest is. I've never really I sat in the end zone a few times for preseason games. So I don't know, man. You just have to try it out. I don't know how many games you've been to, but I'm wishing you the best luck. Watching for a long time. I think it's 7 or 8 months because I've been watching. OG account got hacked. Wow. Okay. Yo, I appreciate you though. Start bench cut. John Kitna, Culpepper, Orlowski. Ah, dang, that's not fair, bro. You can't give me that. Okay, start bench cut. Let me go up to that. Let's start. Let's start Culpepper, bench, Kitna, cut Orlowski. Let's peeps wrong king. I can go with the Lions game. I don't know which one I should go to. Literally, the tickets are over $500. Yikes. Yeah, lower level. The Romo thing is back from last year, which has basically ended Romo's career. We need to sign a better backup quarterback. I don't see Stafford lasting the whole season with our O line. Hey man, don't think like that. Think positive, Jerry. Yeah. You'll need to watch out for Marvin Jones. 12 push 100 yards. A book it. Hey, Marvin Jones, man, he's been slept on because he got hurt, but he's gonna be ridiculous. I'm telling you. All right. Matthew Stafford's injury, that would be horrible because the season would be over. The rest of our lives be 0-16. Let's knock on wood. Are you going to upload the first podcast anytime soon? LOL, listen to your first one. Yo, here's the thing with the podcast. So the podcast, I appreciate you watching, Jordan. So that actually changed. I'm not with Detroit Lions Squad, but I do want to start my own podcast. So I think I'm going to do my own. Maybe we'll get someone to hop in at some point, but I do want to start my own. So Jordan, just keep an eye out for that one, okay? I'll let you know when that one goes out for sure. Kid Orlowski, then Culpepper. Okay. Trubisky got a noodle arm. LOL. Yo, go to Cowboys game. Kerryon Johnson can rush for 320 yards. Hey, that'd be sick. Have tickets for Lions Vikings game in Detroit. Hey, that's cool. That's gonna be a cool one. Division games are probably the best. I went to Barcelona game when they played in the big house, and it was a low key kind of boring. We should start looking at backups, signing backups. We may, especially when cuts roll around. We go at least 10-6 at least, maybe. Mr. Trubisky's arms fell off. I don't think the Lions can beat the Bears. Let peeps. We would definitely beat the Bears if his arm fell. Yo, here's the thing. Last year was rough, but we will beat him this year. I think we'll beat him this year regardless. We need to sign McCaffrey, however it's spelled. It's Christian McCaffrey or I'm not. Which McCaffrey? I believe the Lions this year. Is it hard to make a team? So many videos every day just about one team. So pretty it can be. It can be hard. A lot of times you have to think of ideas, and sometimes I come up with good ones. Sometimes I don't come up with good ones. So that's a good question. It's tough, and I always am appreciative of video ideas because I definitely can use those. But sometimes you think of someone, sometimes you don't, and you just do your best and you go with what you got. Chris in the building saying what's up? What's up, Chris? How you doing? Panthers McCaffrey running back. Okay. I mean, I like McCaffrey, but I think we're good on running backs. We need Tom Brady. He sucks. Yeah, let's do that. Unless Matthew Stafford's arm falls off. We can beat anyone in the NFC North. We can beat anyone in the NFC North. I believe the Lions this year. You should believe in the Lions this year. That's a good thing to hear. Biggest New Orleans ever seen from Boco quarterback Chad Pennington, but he was very accurate. 2011 Lions are better than 2014 Lions. Ooh, offensively? Yeah, not defensively, though, bro. No, 2014 Lions defense was something special. Can anybody in the AFC North playing in the 2008 Detroit Lions? Can we? AFC North playing in 2008. I don't know about that one. I always believe in the Lions. You should believe in the Lions. It's a good thing. Top 5 running backs in the NFL. Kerryon Johnson in there. Hey, you could, especially after this year. I think he's going to prove that. I'm so glad Lions drafted Hockenson even with all the hate they got. Hey, man, it seems like the right move, and I'm glad they did too. He seems, bro, he's going to be crazy. You just wait. He's going to be crazy. Yo, so we've been rolling for an hour. I guess that's where we can pretty much hop off. I don't want to keep you guys on too late. I'm sure a lot of you guys have school or bedtime, or I don't know when you guys start school. So it seems like some of you guys actually start school next week. I start tomorrow. Well, in person tomorrow. But I don't know how that's going to go. That's a later thing. So I'll definitely have videos out during the day. What time do you guys want the videos? Because I did do one today at like 2:45 because I was thinking after school, maybe that'd be the best time. So you'll just have to let me know. Sean Hill is the best backup quarterback I've seen. Oh, and also, do you guys like premieres? You guys like premieres or no? Because I did premieres a few times. I thought you guys would like those because there's interaction there. You guys just have to let me know. This year is going to be the best complete set of weapons Staffers have. Probably. Sean Hill was the best backup. Sean Hill was a beast, bro. I got my boy Jesse James as a big-time starter. Yup, he slept on because of Hockenson, too. If we can beat the Chargers, Chiefs, or Eagles, I think the Lions go 10-6. I want a video with my name in it. Let peeps, man. I'm not gonna put you in the title probably, but man, you're in it. Everybody knows who you are. I think the Lions put too much pressure on TJ Hockenson. We'll see. I think fans are putting too much pressure on TJ Hockenson. But Jesse James is going to be one of those guys that are really good. That's why we have so many tight ends to take the pressure off. We didn't. Why didn't we draft Tyree Jackson instead of PJ? Yo, we could have got Tyree Jackson as an undrafted free agent. All right. I mean, that's how that goes. Graduated college to no more school ever. LOL. Hey, Jordan, you're lucky. You're a lucky man, Jordan. You are a lucky man. And I want to be like you. I want to be like you. Night, youngin. Yeah. Y'all are talking crap. All right. That's how it's going to go down. That's how the ending's going to go. Y'all are going to talk to me. All right. Love Sean Hill. People seem to forget about Flowers for some reason. Hey, he is, yo, I mean, people forget about the biggest signing, and they're not wrong. I think Bawden can do anything else besides block, catch a little bit, maybe a little bit out of the backfield. What would happen if Matt Stafford's hung over and he threw a pick six to lose Super Bowl? Bro, if he's hung over and he throws a pick six to lose Super Bowl, I'd cry either way. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think the Bills picked up him like the second day they could. They did, man. What happened? I already read that. Best backup quarterbacks I've ever seen is Aaron Rodgers behind Brett Favre, and then Steve Young behind Montana, and Phillip Rivers behind Drew Brees. Yep. I like that. It's a good list. Trey Flowers, 100% a Pro Bowler. Yo, Dion. Robert, what's good? What's good? How you doing? Man, I'm gonna have to hop off soon though, because I think I may have some other stuff I have to do tonight still. I just not looking forward to school, y'all. But do you guys like these? You guys seem to like these live streams, so we'll keep these going the best that I can. Now it's gonna probably be a little bit earlier during the week because what I'm gonna do is I have like early, and then I have late. So in between there, we'll try to fit these in. Who remembers Matt Flynn versus Matthew Stafford, Week 17, 2011? I remember that. I remember that. Matthew Stafford played well. Matt Flynn played better because our defense was hot trash. Wasn't that 45-41? I believe was the final. Yo, I do have school tomorrow. Here's the thing. I have two schools I'm going to this year, so tomorrow is like one of them, and then Wednesday is like the norm, right? Hey man, I gotta go. Peace out, Kevin. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for stopping in, Gage. I appreciate you guys. I have signed Eric Ebron football. What should I do with it? I have a signed Eric Ebron football. What should you do with it? You should keep that because that's cool. It doesn't matter. It's still cool. Keep going, my boy. You're doing good, Robert. I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming in here. I am the best. Let peeps, man. Dr. Fu, have fun. Hey, I'll try. I probably won't, but I'll try. Buckeye Troller, yes. Matt Flynn, like 500 yards. All right, yeah. That game was ridiculous. We should have won a game. Have a good night, bro. And usually I am home during the week. You're home during the week. Okay. I have football practice in the morning anyway. Okay. So yeah, that's what we'll do then. We'll go like during the middle of the day again. We'll do kind of that thing, afternoon type of deal. Probably a little bit earlier, maybe like 1 or something. I don't know. We'll see. I have to go. Peace. Hey, I appreciate you, Let Peeps. Appreciate you. Peace out. See ya. Lions, Sound Hall. Supreme, thank you for stopping in. Your best Lions moment. Mine's Dan Orlowski. Yo, my best Lions moment is the Stafford fake spike. That's the best Lions moment. If you ever do a late night stream, you'll probably see me in here trolling. Let Peeps, I'm sure will. I'm sure he will. Real quick, go blue. Cortez, that's a great way to end the stream, man. We've been rolling for an hour. You guys have been absolutely amazing, and we will keep these up for sure. If you guys have any thoughts, any video ideas, any questions, hit me up on Instagram, Twitter. My Twitter is kind of weird. I don't have a lot of followers. Or even if you wanted to, hit me up in the comments because that's probably the easiest way to do it. Also, if you guys want to click the link in the description of any of my videos, you can find a lot of stuff. By the way, tomorrow is a prediction video. Hey, no when the prediction video is coming out yet. I'm still trying to work on that. No way to end the live stream. Matthew Stafford's arm fall out. Hey, man, that's not a good way. What happened to the NFL talk? Hey, the NFL talk. Wait, the NFL talk. Yo, we just kind of answer questions throughout this entire one, man. We're still working. Going ball for 16, no, halfway there. You're halfway there. Okay, T. Yeah, T will go bald. I'm not going bald. He'll go bald. I believe Matt Flynn threw for like 475 yards, but 6 touchdowns. Yeah, that was messed up. What happened to Matt Stafford? Matt Stafford's good. Let people stop trolling. Thank you, Prop, for watching. Let's end this thing here before I keep going on too far. Thank you, Prop, for watching, and I'm out. I'm almost out. Am I out yet? I'm not out. I'm out. I think I'm out.